Good morning, everyone. Today is kind of a little hard for me to get started with my computer to set it up. Maybe it's the weather, so somehow also we see slowly getting up to down speed. Maybe just like a human, when going old and or our bodies slow down. So something that prepare to our CC too. But anyway, welcome to our YouTube Going Old Together community. In our program, we are talking about educational and share everybody about the dementia earlier. We talk about the caregiver. Today, last week I talked about prostate cancer for the PSA testing. You can look back to our YouTube and get some information about that too. Today, what I'm going to talk about is stroke awareness for the research. It's somehow going to kind of give us some comparison for the recent research. For prostate cancer, 1 to 9 white men and 1 to 7 for African American men. And the stroke somehow is 1 in 4 people will have stroke in their lifetime. And compare now, 1 in 3 adult will have overweight. Somehow that when I do the research for stroke, it lead me to the obesity. It's kind of interesting finding how that relate to each other. As we mentioned about the worldwide population, 55 million for dementia, and now the stroke population is double for the amount in the world. So one of the NIH 22 years study about the obesity, and that has seen kind of slowly down to see how obesity will relate to stroke or heart disease and all other finding. You can reach out the link below to find out more the study for this obesity study with for the older men, for the older people. They both believe the finding is still older people still need to lose some weight. If you go to the BMI standard, do the calculation. I have a calculation on the link too. You can use the calculation to see what is the normal weight, what is overweight, what is obese. So that way you can know which is your health scale, what we call the BMI. But somehow, if you want to start to do the weight control issue, I really suggest you start working with your doctor, your physician, or maybe your fitness, or your whoever is handle your weight issue. Or I certainly would suggest you find a body system, because somehow winning support will be better, because you can encourage each other, watch that. So I really think body system for weight control and weight loss and by exercise, same thing as the exercise, is really important. So if you can find a body system, and that is somehow what help you to achieve that goal. I also look into the WHO research, and I have some finding from this obesity I want to share with everyone. It seems like worldwide obesity is being tripled since 1975. And then you can see most of the link below have more information about that. And I just want to see you can do some highlight here. You mentioned about in 2016, more than 1.9 billion adult and 18 years and older and overweight. And then there are over 650 million were obese. So you go to your BMI to find out what is that fill in for your scale. So today I want to mention about a little bit about the stroke, and I understand just recently one another friend somehow have some maybe have a minor stroke throughout his health checkup, and somehow I think a lot of time we won't able to understand how stroke starts. So I really want to look into this research and also show you some of the experience I have with my make a pot because he was have a blood transfusion when he was in the hospital, and somehow we don't know why every time the blood transfusion will cause him stroke. So somehow 3 times stroke accumulated and make his health organ go downhill pretty quickly. So stroke is also very high risk for your health. I understand a lot of people try to avoid diet exercise, and I really think stroke you still had to do more in-depth research so we can be able to find out how we can prevent it and how that early detection. It's not like prostate cancer, you have a detection through PSA. I think stroke is just more like the major issue and finding, and somehow that will link to any that relate to obesity, your heart blood pressure, or any other brain issue. And somehow I think stress, so release your stress also very important for your stroke prevention as well. And I think and somehow that experience go to the one of the when we was in shopping in the Dollar Tree, and was so surprising to hear the lady what there and share about. She's mentioned about when she was 40 and she has stroke. So everything the age for stroke right now is depending on the your health scale. So everything we also need to look into research and getting more information about it. I think the US NIH has a lot of stroke research, and UK as well. So I'm just looking to some of the weight loss program to mention about how that weight loss will be able to sustain and get better health. So that's something everybody may want to think about to take that approach. And like I mentioned before, if you have a somebody system to come together, and that's why I open this Going Out Together community, is try to share that education awareness throughout the certain research, throughout how the diet exercise and fasting, and somehow a lot of like we've been reporting is I am just starting my fasting. I just want to share a little bit my discover is I'm not really just had to look into your family history. Is anybody in your family you have a you see everybody's, I think most of the Asia you can see we mainly just not have even we would consider we a normal way for other people thinks is overweight, but in Asia we have a different food culture and different way exercise and how we're approaching our health. Um, so that way we have more in control with our weight, and also about our food choice. So somehow that when you adapt to the Western, it seems like the weight issue would also be reaching out to. So I have also do some research to find out. I especially want to focusing is the cancer research, and to understand fasting in a way for science is rejuvenate your cell, because when you sleep or when you're not eating, you'll be able to generate your new cell. So that's somehow related to the science research that you can look into. And that's why I will try to get into this discovery for myself is the fasting throughout the science, and to understand when the most majority is for the cancer. If you're thinking about the cancer love sugar, so when you have more intake on your food choice in your sugar level, like right now the sugar what each adult should contain is only 7 tablespoons. That should be around 30 grams, and for children that's under 5. So look at your food label to find out how many sugar intake you are into it. And then when I mentioned about fasting is when you're not eating, you regenerate yourself. So that means when you are less eating, so that's fasting, you can eat. As for me, I discovered to see the fasting winning 2 meals a day, like 11 to 5, just eat 2 times a day. It's not necessary to have a 3 times meal. As we grow older, and I understand that is kind of different age group, and then of course you had to also which see how your health issue as well. So that kind of cool, and I just feel like fasting had get me lose weight, and it seems like that experiment does work. And some other people I have known, like my grandma used to losing so many weight after the trip from overseas. And I think you need to have a motivation to want to get your health better. So I just want to end here and I wish everybody find your way to control your health and always have someone to look out for you and when there's a rare issue. I will hopefully to come back to our enrollment program for dementia research and wish everybody good night. Thank you for watching.